How many of you have a holiday associated with your birthday? Well, mine is associated with Easter because I was born on Easter, but the original date of April 7th was the day Jesus was crucified. So the story of April 7th, 30 AD is the day Jesus was crucified. And this is a verse from the Bible, Matthew 27, lines 27 through 38, that explains his crucifixion. It says that soldiers stripped him of his garments, put a crown of thorns on his head, made him carry his cross, and then he was nailed to the cross by two thieves. One nailed his right hand, and the other nailed his left. And this is the second part of the story, which is when he rose 3 days later. So from April 7th, the Passover, which he died, to Easter Sunday, which was April 10th, 30 AD. So this is another verse from the Bible, Luke 27, lines 1 through 7, that explains how he was found, or how he was not found on Easter Sunday. And it explains that women went to prepare the tomb, and they had found the stone that was rolled away. And they had asked a man where he was, and he had explained to them that he had said that he would rise on the third day. So this is a statistic of the occurrence of Easter on April 7th. So April 7th took place on Easter in 1996, which is the year I was born, and it has never occurred on Easter since, and it will never occur again until 2075. So unless I live to be 98 years old, I will never see Easter again on my birthday. But this is just a table, and it explains the frequency of how many times Easter has occurred on April 7th. And you can see that it has occurred 11 times, and that is about a 2.75%. So this is a quote by astronomer Brad Schaefer on the lunar visibility during the crucifixion. So this is how they came to terms on how Jesus was crucified on April 7th. They went back, used lunar visibility, and crescent figured out that the lunar month, it was the first day, and that the visibility of the lunar crescent had taken place. But this day of April 7th was also special because the moon had rose during a lunar eclipse. And in the Bible, it explains that had darkness fallen across the land while Jesus was being crucified. And this is explained by the crucifixion darkness in the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. It explains that the skies became dark during daytime during the crucifixion of Jesus. And this is the darkness explained. So, in 1983, Colin Humphrey and W.G. Waddington used astronomical methods to calculate the crucifixion. They had argued that the darkness would be accounted for by a lunar eclipse that had taken place on that day. But Schaefer had pointed out the eclipse would not have been visible during daytime. So Humphrey and Waddington speculated that the lunar eclipse would have been a result of a scribe wrongly recording the event. So this is why April 7th is the day of April 7th is significant. It was the day Jesus was crucified in 30 AD. I was born on Easter, and it explains the crucifixion darkness, which happened to just be a scribe wrongly recording the event. And Easter will never happen again on my birthday for the rest of my life unless I live to be 98 years old.